Following several complaints that have been raised by some parents of learners at S.J. Merve Technical High School at Lebowakgomo in Limpopo regarding a decision by the school to implement a fee increase, some of these parents were unhappy by that decision. However, the school maintains that it consulted the parents now to get clarity regarding the matter of the fee increase for the 2023 academic year. We are joined by the chairperson of the school governing body here at the school, Mr. Paul Siabi. Good morning to you, Mr. Siabi. Would you clarify this matter for us? Did the school take a decision to implement a fee increase for the year 2023?
Thank you very much. Yes, we have done all the processes that are necessary. On the 30th of November, we had a meeting in which we were going to present the state of the school, which informs the budget. And we were going to present even the budget. That ultimately informs how much learners are going to pay in 2023. On the first meeting, the parents did not form a quorum. Therefore, the presentation was postponed into the next meeting. In the next meeting, the parents did not form a quorum again, but according to the rules of the meetings, we are supposed to go on with the decision. So the parents on that particular day took a decision that the school should increase, but make sure it should not be more than 5,000, because initially it was 5,500 per annum. But because of the parents and the engagement with the parents, they said we should adjust it. It shouldn't be more than 5,000. It should be less than 5,000. We went back to go and check on what we can cut, even though our school is so huge and so big with a lot of activities in the school, more especially for learning and teaching at our school. And then it went to 4,900. Now, when this was presented to the public now to know that in 2023, learners will be paying 4,900, which was not going to be paid at once. We said that they will pay 2,000 rand as a registration, and then the other money will be paid in the months that are still to come.
Sorry to interject. Would you just explain for the sake of our viewers how the fees increased? What was the initial price for 2022? And you say the current price is now 4.9, but how did it increase?
Yes. Looking at the activities that were happening in our school, we had about 3 sponsors, MST, Optima Trust, and those pulled out because now they are concentrating on the schools that are Quintile 1, 2, and 3. And we are Quintile 4. And then because of the withdrawal, our school is having 6 workshops because it's a technical high school. So in those workshops, we have got quite a number of things that we need to purchase, machines and all the equipments that are needed, material in the workshops to make our learners to learn. Unfortunately, because of the withdrawal of these funds, we had to make sure that the learners are still going to be given all the necessary materials for learning, and more especially even for teaching of our educators.
Which is one thing that we also need to clarify. The initial report suggested that S.J. Merve is a Quintile 3 school, and now you're saying it's a Quintile 4 school. Can you explain that for parents out there to also understand?
Well, I don't understand where did they get this thing that S.J. Merve was Quintile 3. Possibly people are just saying it because they wanted, they know that the Quintile 3s are getting money. It's a no-fee school. But our school has been Quintile 4 for many years. It is not now, it doesn't start now. It has been like that all the time, that it is Quintile 4 rather than Quintile 3.
Are there any future plans to engage parents again? We understand that you might have a meeting this coming weekend.
Yes, we are going to be meeting with a task team. The ones who came yesterday and were presenting their complaints, which they did not come in a correct way, because the right way would be when parents have got consents, they are supposed to send consents to the school through the SGB or even to the principal. It is the SGB that will call a meeting. But in this instant, parents just started, somebody who just started calling parents to come to the meeting. We were surprised to see people at the gate saying that they want to talk about this and so on, and they are parents. But when we tried to check on those parents, some of them declared clearly before us that they are not parents, they are just interested parties. Whereas the others were new parents who their children, we have just only recently taken their children. They haven't even got into the school, but they were saying they are complaining. I want to clarify even that issue you mentioned about the fees. We were paying 2,900 when we were having sponsorship and having funding from outside. But now we increased, and I heard people saying that we have increased by 100%. And it is not 100% as long as you can check the figures. I mean, it's 4,900 coming from 2,900, which means the increase in this case has just only been 2,000 rand in that sense.
Thank you very much, Mr. Siabi. That is the SGB chairperson at SJ Van der Merwe Technical High School, Paul Siabi, explaining that the school, first of all, is not a Quintile 3 school, but rather a Quintile 4 school, meaning it is allowed and it's given that right to charge fees to parents, saying that their prices now for the year 2023 academic year is stand rather at 4,900 rand, and that they have consulted with parents before implementing this decision. The school is also confident that the first day for the return to school is running smoothly, that they will also meet with parents of some of these learners again over the coming weekend. And with that, it's back to you in the studio.